siger du? Lad os gå. Hvad for en pølse? Nå. Jo, jo.
Hvor langt skal vi så til
Jamen, så skal vi til Westminster.
Hvor langt er der der? Er det en lille station?
Nej, det er det ikke. Men så kan vi sejle herfra.
Hvor langt er der?
Through the bridge, on our right, a glass-fronted building, the Royal Festival Hall, the last building remaining from the 1951 Festival of Britain. Next to it, the Queen Elizabeth Concert Hall, opened in 1967. On the left, the stone obelisk on the embankment wall, Cleopatra's Needle, presented to this country by the Egyptian government as a token of gratitude following the defeat of Napoleon by Nelson at the Battle of the Nile. Cleopatra's Needle, said to be over 3,500 years old, much older than London itself. Ahead of us, Waterloo Road Bridge, opened in 1945, built during the Second World War, mainly by female labour members of the Land Army. It's known as the Ladies' Bridge. Through Waterloo Bridge, on our left, a building with a small green dome on the top, Somerset House, headquarters of the Inland Revenue. This was the registrar of all births, deaths and marriages of this country and Wales. Adjoining Somerset House, King's College of London University. On the right, the concrete construction, the National Theatre, complex of 3 separate theatres, described by Prince Charles as the ugliest building in London. He said it resembled the back end of a nuclear power station, so clearly not impressed. And the white office building, the London Television Studios, belonging to the ITV commercial network. On our left, the white vessel, the Wellington, was a sloop for the Royal Navy during the Second World War, now the Livery Hall for the Honourable Company of Master Mariners. Look ahead on the left, you see the workings. They're constructing a new sewer The Victorian sewers cannot cope with the ever-rising population of London, and when it rains heavily, raw sewage is discharged into the river. They're constructing a so-called super sewer to alleviate the problem. It's going to take up to 10 years to complete. Estimated cost £5 billion. The Thames Tideway Tunnel. Posh name for a sewer. Through the bridges and across to our left, I'm sure you'll all recognise the large dome and golden cross of St Paul's Cathedral, said to be Sir Christopher Wren's masterpiece. It took 35 years to build and was completed in 1710. From the ground to the top of the Golden Cross, 365 feet high, the foundation's only 4 feet deep. The Dome of St Paul's, the second largest unsupported cathedral dome in the world, the largest being on St Peter's in Rome. On our right, the old Bankside Power Station, now the home of the Tate Modern Art Gallery. Ahead of us, the Millennium Footbridge, designed by Sir Norman Foster, opened on a Monday, closed on Tuesday. The excessive wobble meant people crossing the bridge were literally seasick. It got the nickname the Wibbly Wobbly Bridge. It took 2 years and £2 million to solve the problem. The area to our right, Bankside, was a pleasure garden during the reign of Elizabeth I. Along this right-hand shore stood bear baiting pits, cockfighting pits, riverside taverns, theatres and houses of ill repute, all built on land owned by the Bishop of Winchester. Through London Bridge on our left, you'll get a glimpse of a white stone column with a gold top piece. The monument, designed by Wren to commemorate the Great Fire of London of 1666. See the tug and tow on the right, those yellow containers filled with London's household rubbish. It's being taken downriver to an incinerator of Belvedere in Kent, which is also a power station, and the ash from the rubbish is used to manufacture breeze blocks for the building industry. So in effect, all of London's household rubbish is recycled. On the left, the Tower of London, the centre building where you see the flagstaff, that's the Norman Keep, the White Tower, built during the reign of William the Conqueror in 1078. Look along the river wall, you'll see entry to Traitor's Gate. Traitors to the crown were taken through the once open entrance, where if they were lucky they were imprisoned for life. Most of them were unlucky and were executed, known as London's first one-way street. Traitor's Gate now bricked up to stop the Thames from flooding the moat. Ahead of us, Tower Bridge, designed by Sir John Barry, completed in 1894. The centre parts, the bascules, were about to go beneath, weigh 1,100 tonnes each, that can be raised in 90 seconds to allow large vessels in and out of the upper pool. It's the bridge often referred to as the gateway to London. Through Tower Bridge we leave the city astern. Through the bridge on our left is St Catherine's Pier. We've got to make a very short stop. There's a couple more passengers joining us now, cruise down river to Greenwich. We'll only be alongside St Catherine's a very short while. I'll be continuing with the commentary as soon as we leave. Also sell tea, coffee, soft drinks, if you like snacks, so it's okay to bring any refreshments to the top deck. Any rubbish, please put in the bins provided. Back on our left, the lock entrance to St Catherine's Dock, which is now a yacht haven. And you see that tug. Now He's on his way up into the upper pool of London. The Dutch auxiliary ship is getting ready to come away. Now you see the centre bascules of Tower Bridge being cleared of pedestrians and road traffic. When the last straggler is off there, the bascules will raise to let the tug through. Got the post office tower. The walkie-talkie.
Bisa dari barat sama kalau tidak mau main di situ masa tunggu sih tidak punya
No, ada kan? Makes it the scapegoat. Makes it the scapegoat.
Two our riders are going through, they've actually got one of the main gates lifted right out of the water for some maintenance to it. That gate, when it's facing the tide, stands 50 feet high, weighs 3,500 tonnes. One gate. Is attached to giant wheels mounted in the concrete piers. Hydraulic arms turn the wheels, bring the gates around to face the tide. Keep turning the wheels and the gates come out of the water like the one on our right. We have two high tides every day, and rise and fall of up to 7.5 metres twice. Large sugar refinery. Right behind Clayton Lodge you have London City Airport. As they come to land, that's my right. See the little gates on our right, they simply drop down to stop a flood. Each one's 20 foot high, weighs 400 tonnes. And all the other gates, they come up from the riverbed. keep turning the gates, come out to the water like a one over swam. To arena, as it's now called, originally built as the Millennium Dome. So you can pay about £25 to go up there, walk on the roof of it.